Example, in the 28th ward, I have three predominant business areas, one along the Madison and Pulaski corridor, the other along Cermak, and the final one along Taylor Street. So I've asked each of those independent associations what their thoughts were as it relates to Sunday parking. Right now, I have one that said that they want it, and I have two that have not decided. So the ones that want it, we have to, of course, we don't have to do anything. But the two that are still deciding, if they feel the need to reinstall the Sunday parking at the business areas, I think that would be in the best interest of all concerned, because again, the object to have thriving retail in any areas for jobs, and it's for a neighborhood, a neighborhood purpose, that we would evaluate those and then bring them forward if it needs to be changed.
Thanks for the question, caller. So everybody should definitely come out and hang out at the picnic that's coming up, which is great. You have a lot of infrastructure development going on. I heard you talking about the Washtenaw pavement and other different development that's going on. You want to tell the audience more about that?
Yeah, we've tried to use the funds. Every ward receives menu allocation and funds, but given the size of our ward, if we only had the $1.3 million to use in the ward, given our size, we would not be able to accomplish much. So we look to other funding sources, be it the TIF funds, be it through our state reps and state senators, for additional funding to help with the infrastructure in our community. That coupled with the water changes, and a lot of our infrastructure is aged, so we've been looking at mixtures of funding to help the ward improve the infrastructure. So TIF has been used in a lot of cases. We've taken TIF money and used it with water money to do road projects. We've taken TIF money and menu money to work together to make some things happen. So we just want to continue to build our community. Last year, we did over 60 blocks of residential street resurfacing. This year, we're on tap to do about 40 blocks. So we want to continue just building the infrastructure in our community.
Okay. We have another caller. Thank you for calling in. Who is this?
Hi. I have a quick question. The school closings have really bothered me, and I'm just curious, are we setting up more after-school programs to counter it, as well as tutor and mentor programs?
In our community, I've had an opportunity to meet with some of the principals that have been affected. We did have a large number of closings in the ward. We started out with just about every school in the community being on the chopping block, to ultimately end up with three closures, four closures and one consolidation, and one that we were able to save from closure, and one that we fortunately were able to get consolidated, and so the kids didn't necessarily have to leave the building. After school programming and safety has been a big concern for me throughout this whole process. I'm a firm believer that if we keep kids engaged either in school or out of school activities, they're less likely to end up in trouble, to have other serious issues that come about them, because they're in a controlled environment with adults and people that are looking out for their well-being. So as part of this process, additional resources have been allocated for after-school programming, as well as safety-related programming such as safe passages and other types of programming for children, and after what we call after-school hours. And even though these activities sometimes occur at the school, these are still good programs that we would like to see. The other side of this is